Hello guys and welcome to the ultimate guide to go high level workflows. If you're ready to stop manually chasing leads and start automating your growth, you are in the right place. Workflows are the engine of Go High Level, allowing you to build powerful if this then that automations that save you time and ensure no opportunity slips through the cracks. I'm going to show you today how you can build 3 of the most powerful and essential automations every business needs, using a real-world example of a local gym called Momentum Fitness. We will build an instant lead follow-up, an appointment reminder sequence that crosses no-shows, and a long-term nurture campaign to convert leads over time. Let's start building. First of all, guys, let's go to, Go High Level and make sure to be in your specific account view, not in the agency view, which is like the general, but in your specific sub account. Now we're just going to go to automations in here. And now we have our workflows section, okay? Here you have like a quick summary of what you can do, and you have several templates in here. These are called recipes in Go High Level, and you can view them by clicking on this button, but we're going to create a workflow from scratch. Now, our first workflow is all about speed. When new leads fills out the free gym pass form on our website, we need to engage them instantly. First of all, let's give this workflow a name. We're gonna name it new lead free gym pass, for example. And now we basically need to add a new trigger, okay? So we're gonna look for a new trigger, and let's look for form submitted. As you can see, this is the event, form submitted. So let's just click in here. Amazing. And this is basically the event that is going to initiate our workflow. In this case, when a form is submitted to our website, something is going to happen. Now, if I keep it just like this, form submitted, every form is going to count to initiate this workflow. But I don't actually want that, so I'm going to add a filter because I want to specify that the form is a specific form on my website, okay? So I'm just going to go to form is, okay? And now basically you have to select the form that you want, okay? In my case, because I don't really have any like website created or any form, I cannot really select any form. But if you have a website inside of Go High Level and a form, you're gonna be able to see here the actual form, and you can just click on it. Whenever you're ready, just click on save, and that's our trigger. That's the thing that is gonna initiate our workflow. Unlike other tools, in Go High Level, you can actually add multiple triggers, so they will both lead to the same outcome. Okay, this is pretty good in my opinion. However, we're not gonna use the second trigger. We're just gonna keep this one here, okay? And now we're gonna add an action, okay? By clicking on this button, we're gonna look for create or update opportunity. Let's see this one here. Now, what this is gonna do basically, it will automatically add the new lead as a car in our sales pipeline under the new lead stage, okay? So this is what we're gonna try to get. I showed you in previous tutorials how to get a pipeline and how to create one. So I created this one here before, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this guy to the new lead stage, okay? Now, what's gonna be the name of our opportunity? Well, it's very simple, guys. You just have to click on this tag here, and now we basically have to look for, on the trigger, on the form that the user completed. He gave us a name, an email, and things like that, okay? So you just have to go for contact, and then you can just say first name, for example, if that's the, field that you have in your form. Okay, just personalize this to your own form, okay, to your own trigger. But in my case, in my form, I would have something like a first name, a last name, and an email, things like that. And the opportunity source and the opportunity value, you can keep them pretty much empty, So yeah, whenever you're ready, just click on save, and that's gonna be it for our opportunity. I'm gonna add even one more action, which is gonna be add tag, okay, add a contact tag. And this is gonna allow us basically to, put the contact into a new tag. I recommend that you go back to the tag section and you create something like hot lead, so you know that you have to contact this person whenever he's added to this tag. Now finally, I'm gonna add like an action that is gonna be send an SMS, okay? And just type a random message like, hey, welcome, I see that you wanna claim your pass, whatever, The most important part in here is the use of these tags, so you can customize the message and make it personal, okay? You can include this kind of tags and all that, okay? Whenever you're ready, just click on save. And that's pretty much it for the first automation. We're gonna go much quicker in the other ones. Now for the second one, we're just gonna create an appointment reminder. And so our first trigger, or our trigger is gonna be appointment. We're gonna click on this one, customer book appointment. And I'm gonna add a filter so it's, for appointments in our calendar. Okay, guys? This is very important actually. Now I'm gonna add an action which is gonna be a wait step. Okay, what this is gonna do, this is gonna wait a certain amount of dates, which in my case is gonna be basically, I'm gonna select wait for a ban appointment time, so it's a specific to that, appointment. And let's say that I wanna do is, 24 hours before the appointment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do when before hours 24. Now let's click on save, and now let's add a new more step, which is gonna be send email. Okay. You can leave this to default, and that's going to send it from your email. Okay. It's very important that you add a subject, of course. And now, like I told you before, you basically have to create this message and make use of the custom values, the fields from your contact, the first name, the last name, and so on and so on. You're also going to have to include a test email to see how it's working. Just put your own email in here, and that's going to be it pretty much. You're going to be sent an email to see how it looks. And that's pretty much it for the second, automation. You can also add like more steps, like another wait step 1 hour before the appointment to set another reminder and things like that. You can do this infinitely. Now I'm gonna create a third workflow, which is gonna happen, in order to nurture our leads. Okay, so our trigger is gonna be contact tag. Okay, so we're gonna basically contact people that has a certain tag. I'm gonna add a filter, and I'm gonna select tag added, and then I'm just going to select the appropriate tag. In your case, it's going to be something like hot lead. Now I'm just going to use a wait action in here, and I'm just going to wait for 3 days after this happens, after this contact tag is added. I'm going to wait for 3 days. Okay, let's click on save, and I'm just going to click in here, and I'm going to send an email. And once again, guys, you can just wait for a number of days again and send another email, like another reminder, a follow-up, and things like that. Okay, so this is actually infinite. So there you have it. Okay, 3 amazing workflows that are gonna make your life easier. That's it, and thank you so much, guys.